Perfect Storm, 6M2, take 129.
Piano at the beginning. Very still. And 1, 2. What I've done is I've made a decision not to just write seafaring music, but to really sort of set up very warm, human-type themes at the beginning of the film. When they come back from the ocean, the first, and the families embrace them after having been at sea for so many weeks, etc. And I really play up the warmth of all of these families, the Americana feel of these Gloucestermen working. And it makes it that much more poignant at the end of the movie when you play the same music, but your people aren't there. They've all perished. It's just a terrific challenge as a composer. You don't often get those kind of vehicles. I've known Wolfgang for quite a long time, and I was dying to do this movie. I can't really do anything until he's sort of got stuff to see. And you kind of get an idea by seeing a rough cut, a rough assembly of all the shots. And the movie's, 3 hours long instead of its released length of 2 hours and some odd minutes. But you're getting an idea of how the emotions are, what the personal stories are. And he and I start working like that, and then I start, still very roughly, going home and start getting ideas for themes. And that usually happens quite quickly. Then I'll play the themes for Wolfgang and try and give him an idea of how they'll be used and the different textures, all on a piano. I don't use synths. Then we look at a relatively finished edit, and we time the sequences. We go through the whole movie, beginning to end, reel by reel, over a couple of days, and decide where the music's going to start, where it's going to stop, what it's supposed to do, what he'd like to see it do, what I'd like to see it do. And I usually get about 6, 7 weeks to write the score, more or less. And then I show up here. Cellos, if you can give me just a little bit more volume, basses as well, against the violas. 63. 1, 2, 3. Maybe just a little less violas. We rehearse the cues, as they're called, the pieces of music, and sometimes my pieces of music tend to be very, very long. And we do it section by section, and then we project it. And then I conduct the orchestra while we're recording, watching the projection in the back.
Nice, to the euphoria.
Hey, guys, we're alive! We made the turn! We did it!
Thank you. Oh, God. Thanks.
Thank you.
I just love making music. I mean, I just would never do anything else besides doing film music.